Hello, kindergarten readers. Today we're going to be exploring an informational text about living things. Now, not about all living things, about one particular living thing. The story that I'm going to read to you today and that we're going to respond to is How Kittens Grow. Some of you may already be coming up with some questions in your head because we know that's what good readers do. Sometimes you come up with some questions in your head about, I wonder what this book is going to be about. And sometimes you come up with some predictions. I bet this book is going to tell me about, and I want you to think about what you think this book is going to tell us about today. Well, the title does give us some clues. How Kittens Grow. And if you thought, you know what, I bet this book is going to be about how kittens grow, in fact, you are right. Okay, we're going to look at the front cover here. We see a large cat, and then we see some little kittens down there. So we're going to learn a lot about how kittens grow today. All right. Now, one of the things that you will need for after you are finished with this story, you can either use this paper to respond to your story, if you have any of that, because I want you to be listening for 4 facts that you learn about kittens and how they grow, those living things. 4 facts, and you're going to share them on your paper today. 4 facts that you learned in this book about how kittens grow. All right? If you don't have this paper, you could also take a regular sheet of paper, fold it in half. See if I can get it to fold for me. Fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it again, okay? And what this does is it divides your paper into 4 parts, and then on here, you can share 4 different pictures with 4 different sentences or 4 different labels of facts that you learned about how kittens grow. All right, easy enough, right? And you can either use crayons or pencil or both, however you want to do it. This is your work. You can be creative. But remember, if we're talking about science and you're using crayons, I want you to use real life colors, things you actually saw in the book. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. We're going to get reading the book today. All right, the book is called How Kittens Grow. Now, if you're in Miss Tan's class, you know a lot of times I'll read you the story and then I'll wait to show you the picture, because while I'm reading, I want you to be coming up with an image in your mind about what you think the picture is going to look like. And then it's always kind of fun to check and see when I show you the picture if that's really what is on the page. If your prediction in your head, the picture in your head that you had, is the same as what's in the book. Or is it different? Either way, it's okay, but it's just kind of fun, and it keeps our mind going while we're listening to that book. Okay, How Kittens Grow. Now, some informational texts are going to have a table of contents where it tells where you can find different facts in the book. This particular book does not have that. It just has our regular title page, How Kittens Grow. How Kittens Grow. Mother Cat has just given birth to these 4 kittens. She lies on her side. She licks them off. Now go ahead and I'm going to show you the picture. Is that the same picture that you had in your head? All right, it's kind of cute. I like how there's 3 little white kittens and the 1 little black kitten right there. It's so pretty. Each kitten is tiny. It cannot see because its eyes are closed. It cannot hear because its ears are closed. But the kitten can smell. It can touch. And it can feel warmth. Wonder why it might need to feel warmth. Do you have an idea? Each kitten crawls toward its mother's warm body. That's why it needed to, right? Its front legs move forward slowly. It drags its hind legs along. It moves its head from side to side. At last, it reaches Mother Cat. I'm going to show you what the kittens look like. Look, their little eyes are closed and their ears are closed. They don't need to see anything or hear anything right now, but they do need to smell and they do need to be able to touch and feel that warmth. Because what do they do next? They search for their mama. Look at that. See how it's moving its head back and forth? Looking for the mama cat. Very important. Now remember, you're listening for facts that you can write down later, okay? Don't forget that. Enjoy the book, but listen for the facts. Now the kittens nuzzle in mother cat's fur with their noses and with their mouths. They keep nuzzling until they find a place to suck milk. Each kitten sucks milk within an hour after it is born. These tiny kittens, they need their mother. She nurses them, she keeps them warm, she keeps them safe. So here's a picture, and there all the little kittens are lined up, and they're drinking the milk. There's another picture. See how they're laying close to her and staying warm? She's taking care of them. 4 days. Mother cat stays with the kittens almost all the time. About every 2 hours, she gets up and she stretches. Then she goes off to eat a little something. After the 4th day, she gets up a little more often. The kittens will sleep while she's away. They usually sleep on top of each other. They keep warm that way. And look at them all huddled up in a ball right there. Isn't that cute? That's how they stay warm. They snuggle. Do you snuggle with anybody to stay warm sometimes? I know I snuggle my kids to keep them warm sometimes. When Mother Cat comes back, she licks the kittens. When she licks the kittens, this wakes them up. Then Mother Cat lies down and the kittens will drink milk again. By this time, each kitten has learned to nurse at its own special place. If another kitten tries to take its spot, it'll hold on tight and it won't let go. When the kittens are about 2 weeks old, their eyes have opened. Their ears are open too. The kittens are growing. They weigh twice as much now as when they weighed when they were born. So I think this is kind of cute and kind of funny. I should say, I made a connection to this, that each kitten kind of has its own place. I made a connection because I thought when I heard that, well, at my dinner table with my family, we have a certain spot for Mr. Tan, a certain spot for Cadell, a certain spot for Sabine, and a certain spot for me. And for some reason, we always sit in the same spots. We don't ever trade places. Isn't that funny? So it kind of reminds me of the kittens. They have their own place where they go and eat all together. And if somebody tries to sit in their spot or get in their way, they're like, no, that's not going to work for me. Isn't that funny? So I made a connection there. The kittens still crawl. They cannot walk yet, but they are beginning to see more and hear more. Sometimes a kitten crawls away from its mother, but then the floor feels cold. The kitten cries. Have you ever heard a kitten cry? Meow, 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 right? The mother can hear it. She goes to it and she carries it by the back of its neck back to the other kittens. Isn't that neat? So here the kitten is. She's licking the kitten. See that long tongue? There they are, waking up. Here's this kitten all by itself. Oh no. Mew, mew, mew. Lots of facts in here. Now the kittens are 4 weeks old. They can go over to Mother Cat to nurse when she does not Mother Cat to nurse when she does not come to them. Each week they will gain about 6 ounces. Guys, that's a lot of ounces. See, there they are. They're getting bigger. They get so much bigger each week. They almost gain half a pound every week. That's a lot of milk to drink. Isn't that amazing? Look at them. They're starting to look like little cats instead of teeny tiny baby kittens. The kittens stand on their feet and now they walk slowly. They are still wobbly, but they see pretty well. And now they hear pretty well too. Mother Cat goes to the kittens less and less because now the kittens can follow her around. They still have their own special place that they eat at. So here you see them. Look at that. There they are. Oops, there's that one. See how wobbly it is when it's walking? But it's walking now. They're not crawling anymore. They're getting too big for that. Now, see, this is the fun part. Now the kittens can play with each other. They lick each other. They chase each other. They roll over each other. Look at them. Look at them playing. Look at that. Somehow they managed to get themselves into a trash can. That's so silly. How are they going to get out? They'll be okay. They'll figure it out. They play with everything they can find. So, I made a connection to this one. Look at this. What are they playing with? They found a shoe and they're playing with all the parts of the shoe, not just the string. And then over here, oh my goodness, they got into some necklaces and beads, and they're playing with those. You know what connection I made to this? When my kids were tiny, I kind of felt like they got into everything too. That's the connection that I made. I hope you're making some connections as we read this. They run after Mother Cat. They jump on her. They lick her face. They even bite her tail. Sometimes their playing gets a little too rough. Then Mother Cat just jumps away from the kittens. She jumps up on a high stool or up on a shelf. Sometimes she kind of swats them away. So she kind of pushes them away when they get too rough because they're learning, right? So here they are. They're playing with her. They're jumping on her. They're pouncing on her tail. And here she just got tired of it. You know, I think all moms need a little rest or a little break sometimes. Same for this mama kitty, right? When the kittens are 5 weeks old, they are getting less milk from their mother because they can drink milk from a saucer now. Do you know what a saucer is? It's kind of like a little dish or plate or bowl. Yeah, they can drink the milk from there now. They follow their Mother Cat when she goes to eat her food. Sometimes they step in the food in the dish. Sometimes they step on some food on the floor. They lick their paws. The food tastes good. Sometimes they lick their mother's mouth and taste the food that way. These are the ways that they learn to eat food. So here they are drinking out of the saucer. And here they're trying out the food. Look, he stepped in some food and now he's licking his paw. And he's like, this food isn't too bad. I kind of like it. They're getting old enough for that now. On farms, cats hunt their own food. At first, Mother Cat brings live animals back to the kittens, and they learn to know the food that they will later hunt for themselves. Then the kittens begin to follow Mother when she goes to find the food. That is how they learn to hunt and catch small animals, especially animals like mice. The kittens have teeth now, and they can chew. These are their baby teeth at first, just like yours are. When a cat is about 6 months old, those baby teeth, what do we know happens to baby teeth? Yeah, they fall out, right? Their baby teeth fall out and their adult teeth grow in and take their place. So here you can see they're exploring and they're learning how to hunt. When the kittens are about 8 weeks old, they have stopped getting milk from their mother and they have learned to eat solid food on their own. They can chase, climb, leap, run, and move very quietly through the grass and pounce on a mouse. Here they are playing. Look at that. They're cute little kittens. They can do everything that a grown-up cat can do. This is the best time to get a kitten. And there they are. So in 8 weeks, they are old enough to become somebody's pet. That's pretty cool. All right, well, that was the book, How Kittens Grow. Remember, this is informational text. So all of the things that we heard in this book are facts. Now, do you remember what I want you to do next? You're going to get out a piece of paper, fold it into 4 parts. And in those 4 parts, you're going to write 4 facts that you learned in this book about how kittens grow. Living things are so awesome to study. Science is my favorite thing in the whole world, okay? If you don't have a paper like this, or you have a paper like this, either one's fine. You could use either one. It's fine with me. Or maybe you'll come up even with a better idea on your own, okay? Of something to use to record your thoughts and observations and ideas. I hope you have enjoyed learning about how kittens grow today. I'll be back with more science and reading and writing videos. And we'll see you soon, kindergarten readers. Bye!